Morning, Miss Kitty. Looks like I'm in hell cell this morning. Feel like I'm in hell cell, tell you the truth. Yeah, I can't be in too much of a hell cell. I do got coffee, so let's just sell. Let me grab meds and coffee. Be right back. Yeah, that's what I'm doing too, Miss Kitty. 5 more days and my kid'll be home. We got him for the whole summer. I see there's 6 viewers, but no one's talking to me but Miss Kitty. And Miss Kitty went to get her meds and her coffee. Morning, Mop. The county jail won't let me show their cells off, so I'm sitting in hell cell. Yeah, I thought you'd get a kick out of that. Hey, Big Larry showed up. Yeah, Vaughn finally got to me. Hell in the cell. I should have had Gray Alien do something special this morning. Should have had him put me behind bars. Do a video of me behind bars yelling, "Let me out! Let me out! Stinky, let me out!" Okay, Stinky, I'll give you your $200 trillion back. Let me out of jail. Yeah, I know. I didn't think about it until just now, Mop. My brain don't start working until that first big old sip of coffee, and it just woke up. Yeah, I got my camera blocked for the minute. I don't want you guys to all see me over here snorting. But if you've watched my shows before, you know what I snort up. Morning, Queen Lady. Welcome back, Miss Kitty. Yeah, Larry's doing his morning snorting, so I don't have y'all on the camera. I didn't want you guys to see all the prison bars behind me. Vaughn Hilton put me in hell, so let me out, Vaughn. I'll give you all your money back. Morning, evil twin. Okay, Vaughn Hilton, let me out of jail. I'll tell you where the money's at. All 200 trillion. Yep, you got it right, Mop. All the way down to the last wooden penny. Same old threats. I know it's Saturday. Big Larry don't do Saturday shows, but Big Larry's bored. Not on the Big Larry show, you don't, Queen. You just be you. I don't want you all to change because of the Big Larry show. I want you to be you. Yeah, it's gonna get boring in a jail cell. Give me another minute or so. I'll show my face. That way y'all know it is me. I just didn't want you guys to see this stuff going up my nose. Wow, Miss Kitty. Morning, bum. Big Larry is in the morning house. I was doing some sniffing this morning, and I didn't want you all on the camera seeing me sniffing, so I got off the camera for a minute. Yeah, that one probably didn't make it. And before Von Hilton gets on here and says that I'm doing some major heavy duty drugs on the camera because I'm smelling or I'm snorting something up, I'll show you what I'm snorting up. Yes, it is. And now I can breathe a little bit better since it cleared my nose up. That's the good stuff. You got that right, Mop. Yeah, welcome, Australia. I brag about you. Usually, when I tell people I do live YouTube videos on YouTube, I talk to them about you, Nate. I tell them I got people all the way over in Australia I talk to, and I love it. Yep, Nate Millions. I love talking to people across the world. I mean, not just the U.S., even though I love each and every one of you from the U.S., but I like to talk to people across that country too. Purple opinion, I disagree. I think she got a reality check. Yes, we have settled in pretty good, Miss Queen. Thank you. Yep, you are an international fan of the Big Larry Show. Purple opinion, my opinion is that she literally called Andrea out. We put her in a reality check. You all can call it whatever you want. I and Miss Kitty both will say it was a reality check. She was lying to Miss Kitty. Okay, Riz. That's good too. East Africa. She was called out, but a lot of it I didn't. She didn't answer them when she got called out the last time, Purple. You can call it whatever you want. Like I said, I call it a reality check. I want to know how somebody can get raped on a Greyhound bus. How many of you rode the Greyhound bus? I have. My wife has. You cannot be raped on the Greyhound bus unless it's parked sitting in the back of the fucking lot empty. Fully loaded on your fucking I-75. Yeah. I don't believe that one fucking bit.
I don't either.
She might have pulled her pants and panties down and gave it to him. But it wasn't no rape. If it was rape, why didn't she say the word rape? That bus driver would have pulled up and threw them all off the bus right on the spot. Ask me. I know. I've been thrown off the Greyhound bus for lighting a joint in the last seat back. I rode it from Detroit, Michigan, all the way to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I was on the Greyhound bus for 3 straight days. I got fiending, so I tried to light a joint on the back of the bus, and I ended up walking the last 150 miles. Yeah, exactly. She's the one that stayed there and decided. She begged me to go online. Exactly. Her telling us one thing online and then literally changing the same conversation different not 10 minutes later. And I will say it clear as day. There is no way on earth that she would think that she's a good parent when you leave them in the hospital 6 weeks without going to see them. I don't even know if she called there to say, hey, how's my kids doing? Are they alive or dead? She didn't even check. Neither did he. I would have never left the hospital. So catch that one, Purple. Purple, you a man or are you a woman? Do you have kids? Would you leave your kids at a hospital?
No.
By themselves? Infants? Everyone seen you speak in behind me. Miss Kitty's throwing you her purple hearts this morning, saying good morning. She's saying good morning. Yes, the hospital informed Children's Services about them not coming to see them for 6 weeks. Larry, we are crowning you the new king. I just want to be a peasant. I don't want to be a king like Von Hilton. Never checked on him one time. Exactly, Purple. I mean, you're putting us down for what we did, but you're agreeing 100% with us. Is she mentally handicapped? Yes, she is. That does not give her an excuse to abandon your children. That is no reason to abandon your kids because you have a disability. And I know that for a proven fact because I know somebody else that has a disability. And that girl would not leave the hospital until her kids left the hospital. And hers is just as bad as Andrea's, if not worse. But she didn't abandon her kids. I can't agree to that, Purple. I was raised up like a mother effer. My stepdad used to beat the shit out of me, kick me with his cowboy boots, beat me with belts and switches and all kinds of shit. No, I disagree with you. Just because you were in a bad relationship and a bad parenting or bad parents that are trying to raise you right from wrong, that don't mean you have to turn out like that. Because I've only whipped one kid out of my four. I've never took a switch. I've never kicked them in the face with their cowboy boots. People change. Exactly, Queen. Yep. I mean, I understand Purple. I mean, I understand that she has a lot of disabilities, but that still has no excuse of what she did to her children. I don't know how many times you went to the hospital and slept on a concrete hospital floor while your children was laying there in that hospital bed. I have. I literally have done it. When my children are in the hospital, I don't leave the hospital unless there's somebody there that can literally take care of my child the way that I would expect them to take care of them. And that's not a doctor, that's not a nurse. There's only one other person that can take care of my children better than me, and that is their own mother. And if she can't take care of them, then I will ship her ass home and I will get my ass right back up to that hospital. How many kids has she had and lost? 5 of 5? I think it's 4 of 4. She had the 3 with Vaughn Hilton, and then she had the one after that, so that's 4. Vaughn, she had to go to parenting classes along with Vaughn. They just didn't care. Yeah, exactly. They didn't care, Miss Kitty. The only they cared about was they wanted a welfare check. They wanted them food stamps. She's had one since after Irvy. Irvy, James Vaughn Hilton, my stinky cousin. You can talk about Andrea all you want. You can talk about all her disabilities and her 5 infection diseases, whatever you call it. But I got news for you. Since she has left you, She's doing a lot better with her life. What have you did since she's left you? Sat on the computer, made about 10 more horse vaginas, talk shit to a lot of people saying you're still putting us in hell cell and we're all still waiting. You ain't did shit. At least she's trying to do something. Morning, Toby. Yeah, I mean, she says she was 20. Now, Von Hilton literally said that he was courting her at 16 and waited until she was 18. She says she was 20. So, I think the thing that got us going purple was her saying that she was going to fight for them kids back. And that's when me and Miss Kitty says that she needs to leave them kids alone. Leave them where they're at. Don't be fighting for them. Hell, she's only got, what, 5 or 6 years, and the one turns 18. Yeah, I know. He's the horse vagina master of the world. I think it was took down, Purple. I wonder what's going to be for breakfast today. Is she going to make me breakfast, or is she going to do me a breakfast bowl, or what? What happened after Andrea tried to do what she did? She went offline and literally she texted me. She literally texted me and told me she thought I was her friend. And I told her I am her friend. And I still am her friend. We put her through a reality check. We do not want them kids moved out of that house. I don't want no one messing with them kids. Them kids are being well taken care of. Something she cannot do. Something, I mean, right now, if she would go to fight for them, where are they going to go? She lives in a 1 bedroom place. She ain't even got room for her and her mom, let alone the kids. How's she going to feed them? How's she going to clothe them? You know, there's a lot of things to look at. Yeah, well, I know Vaughn did rubber. Her, I don't know, but yeah, she'll probably want them too. I mean, no, she did not, Riz. Like I said, I talked to her right after the show. We were on the phone for at least half hour. Yeah, exactly.
I know it's not time yet, but
Quarter till. One of my wife's daily medicines, if y'all know what this is. If you don't, it's called insulin. That helps her keep control of her sugar. What? What are you looking at?
I'm glancing.
That's what it was on it when we first started. It ain't
Yeah,
now. You
I
took
know.
about $300 off of
I know.
it. I agree with her. I'm sorry, Miss Kitty. I do have to agree with her. You do good live shows. When you can get my wife to sit down and listen to it too, yeah, you're interesting. Yeah. Oh yeah, we are glad too. I hated drawing the other ones out. Yeah, Miss Kitty told her how it was exactly. Yep, you got that right, Queen. I wonder if Miss Kitty is really. Is that what you do in real life, Miss Kitty? Are you a counselor? I think Miss Kitty might be a counselor or a shrink. She just plays on here. Understand? If she can go out and get a driver's license, she's smarter than what we really think, people. If she can even, if that's true, we don't know if it's true or she did Von Hilton rub off on her, and she's got to lie a lot too. She says she's in college and this and that. If that's true, then she's doing a lot better than what Vaughn Hilton's doing. And she's smarter than what you all think we all think. If that made common sense. Because college just ain't going to let anybody come into college. If you can't pass a certain height or certain tests that they give you, they're not going to let you in. Me, I wouldn't pass the test, so she must be smarter than me. So, hell, there are a lot of people smarter than me. Everybody but Vaughn Hilton. It's called tough love. Yep, that's another thing we call it. Yep. Okay, Toby. Yeah, everybody's smarter than me but Vaughn. Ask him what 5 plus 5 is, and he's going to count it on his fingers or his toes. Yep, you've been found out, Miss Kitty. We still love you, though. Yeah, that's true too, Queen. Someone asked me, Larry, why don't you go back to school? I'm an old dog. I don't need to learn no new tricks. I ain't going to make it another 30, 40 years, so I don't need no more education. Okay, Miss Kitty, that sounds good. Yeah, it's like I told my God. He's some of your guys' gods too. I just want to watch my kids grow up, be a grandpa, and watch them make sure they're all old enough out on their own. Then, if he's ready for me, he can have me. I just want to make sure my wife and my kids are well taken care of. I've taught my wife a lot of stuff. Like I've said before, and she don't like me talking about it, but she really didn't know how to really cook when I first got with her, and I don't understand why her mommy or daddy didn't teach her. She says they worked all the time. Well, my parents worked all the time too, but they still taught me how to cook. Yeah, we have a lot of wisdom to share. Yeah, exactly. It's like been there, done that.
Pour it all out. I'll take it.
The wife says, pour the wisdom out. She'll take it. Baby, you got wisdom.
Yeah, I know, but I could use more. We should all use more.
Larry, you can Google that information. Food banks in your... Oh, I don't need no food bank.
He is a food bank.
I don't need no food bank. Maybe you missed my last week's show. Yeah, exactly. Street Smarts is going to get me a lot further than what that book Smart would.
Yeah. Yes, you will.
I never took home ec. I started to, but I didn't. I took woodworking. My stepdad's the one that taught me to cook. And my wife says he taught me very well. Okay, yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. I don't need no food bank. We're gonna have enough food in this. I got enough food going in the deep freezers to take us 6 months. I won't have to go to the get real meats until Thanksgiving area.
I don't know about that. Larry's coming home.
Yeah, we're not gonna go through no 150 pounds of hamburger in 2 months. Yeah, we had home ec in our school and woodworking and auto mechanic. But I mean, I was in a when I originally started, I was in a regular high school, but then I got demoted and had to get sent to the bad boy school. And that is where my woodworking and auto and all that started coming in. Betty Crocker told me how to cook. There you go. She's supposed to be a pretty good cook. You know, me personally, as a kid growing up, I literally think you should teach your family, your kids, the basic cooking skills. Don't teach them how to use the microwave and that's it, because then all they're going to do is eat out of the microwave. Ask Von Hilton. You know, literally, my wife could barely cook hot dogs when we got together. And I mean, how hard's that? You put it in water, you put it on the stove, and let them boil. When they get nice and fat and hot, they're ready.
Don't say that because I know some people that laugh at me about it.
Honey, they're not laughing at you. It's the same thing.
Okay.
Some people just, was never taught how to cook. And then there were some of us that got lucky that our parents taught us. Our grandparents taught us.
Yeah. Our friends.
Our friends taught us, because some parents are like, when their kids walk in the kitchen and they're cooking in there,
Yeah,
get out of here, go to your room, go play, go watch TV. My dad never did that to me. You know what he always did? Get a can of tomatoes out, open them, get this, get that, dump it in that pan, turn that fire down a little bit, stir that. It was like a drill sergeant.
Yeah.
But, and I was pissed about that, and I've already told him, me and him had a long talk. You know that. I was upset at him about all that shit. But you know something? It paid off. I can cook. And I literally can say right now that I can take a nap right now and wake up and my wife can make me a decent dinner if she wants to. She knows how to make spaghetti and meatballs. She knows how to do the meatloaf. She knows how to do shake and bake chicken. She now knows how to cook Brussels sprouts the right way. Morning, Cindy Sue. Yep. That be your grandmother, Cindy? Nana? That's what we used to call one of my grandmothers. I kind of really wish I would have learned from my grandmother. Not that my dad did a bad job. My dad did good. And I will carry with my life everything I know that he's taught me. I've worked in a lot of restaurants, but I kind of wish I could have stuck around grandma's house and learned how to cook from her too. Because she has some of them recipes that I will never taste again because no one else makes it like her. Instead of me learning how to cook it, I was more at the table eating it. I was the taster. I was the man that had to check it all out. Well, I don't know if cooking's easy. I know a lot of people that messes up on cooking. It just matters what they're cooking. I notice up where I'm originally from, they don't can nothing no more. You don't never see any big old gardens out there no more. Down here, you see the gardens. Down here, they're still canning that stuff, as I call it, canning, putting it in a jar. Yes, you guys, something about grandma's cookings. People, my grandmother knew how to cook, so it was definitely delicious. I loved grandma's cooking. And I think they had that special what ingredient called love. The hard work and the love that they put into the food made it even taste better. On my grandmother's dying bed, the day before she passed, the day before, not a week, not a month, the day before, me and my father went to see his mother, my grandmother. And when I walked in there, we were talking for a second to my aunt because she was there and she had two people with her. I think they were my cousins. I went up to Carol. I went up to my aunt. I kissed her on her cheek and I says, "How's things going?" She goes, "Not too good. She don't know anybody really. She's out of it, Larry. We're lucky she's still here." I was like, "Okay." I went over there, I kissed her on the cheek, and I whispered, "What's in the refrigerator, Grandma?" Her eyes opened up like 50-cent pieces and said, "Larry." My aunt looked at me. "How'd you get her to do that?" I was like, "Honey, Grandma had a nickname for every one of her grandchildren. I was the refrigerator man. I was the man that was in her tomatoes. I could have used that code word for either one, and she would have known who it was. Yeah, the grandkids all did go over and steal tomatoes, but not like me. Yeah, and it doesn't have all the crap they put in it in the stores. Exactly. Garden fresh tomatoes? Yeah, buddy. Salt shaker? We're on. But it's just like your grandmothers. They know you guys a certain way. There was a special love that your grandparents give you. In my whole entire life, my grandmother, only shocked me one time. And that's because she went to lie to me. She literally didn't lie, but she tried to. That was the only time I disrespected her. Besides that, I loved her to death. I picked up a newspaper, and the front clipping of the newspaper shows my dad and one of my uncles and one of my dad's friends and his boat going down in Lake Erie. So I called her and asked her, "Where's my dad?" Grandma, where's my dad? You ain't telling me he's not in T-Town because his picture is on the front page of the newspaper. I don't know. Let me call you back. It wasn't 5 minutes later, my father called me. I don't like people hiding stuff from me. I don't like to be lied to. Yeah. So your grandma probably knew you as I want to know it all. I mean, I just, I love all four of my boys unconditionally, or whatever, however you want to say the word. I will do anything for any one of the four. Do I love them different? No. Is there a certain thing about each one that, yeah, I do. They all have their own certain ways. They're all different. None of my four are the same. The last one is the worst one. He is how can I say this? He is a mini me. Hateful, don't care, F you. Yes, dear, that is who I am talking about. That little monster that's still in there. He is all me. He might look like me and mommy both, but brain, heart, don't care. That's me. That's the way I was when I was younger. Well, Vaughn can now till his acres to make money. Oh, sell. You put tell. Sell his acres to make money. Now he won't get any renters. Yeah, he can get his butterfly and his bean fields going. Like I said, them properties will be up for sale within the year. He's not going to get what he's asking. He's going to be lucky he's even going to get what they're worth. Because once they're up on auction, they're going for cheap, cheap, cheap. And I do know 3 people right now that are all standing there waiting for this auction to start. Yep. And I could tell you exactly what house is going for the most. Maybe. Because right now he's destroying it. And tell you the truth, though, I don't even think the guy wants the house. Or Miss Alice's trailer, should I say. This man's got the money, like he could literally take both of them trailers off there, completely strip that land clean right there where all that is, and start all over and have it done in 6 months. Brand new home built there. Yeah, I do imagine that. And it could happen, Cindy Sue, if they got the right money. But Miss Alice's property itself, the 167 acres or whatever it is right there is a man standing right now with cash in hand waiting for it to go up for auction. They probably own 1/4 of Clay County right now. Not to put no names out, but I think the Callahans and the Bishops and the Davisons own the rest of it pretty close. Yeah, Von Hilton, you know something, buddy? I was thinking if I did have all that money, yeah, I would still be living in Clay County, Kentucky. I really would. I go buy a piece of land from the Bishops, otherwise known as Cedar Valley, where my great grandfather and I think it was Betty Bishop lived. I hope he gets a little for it. And yeah, well, he's not going to get much, guaranteed. Not the way he's ruining them, Queen. I mean, all you have to do is wait for they're ready to go onto the auction block, Cindy Sue, and show up in Kentucky and be there bidding on them. I figure he can get about 120 to 140 for Alice's because of all the land. He ain't going to get much for the 50 acres that sits with Lake Alice on it. He's not going to get much for that 1 acre there sitting behind that little white church. He's not going to get much for the house and the trailer there on Crane Creek. He's not going to get much for the one that I just moved out of. Maybe 5,000, 10,000 at the most. I have no idea. 4 acres. I ain't even worried about it. You know he ain't gonna do nothing. Yeah, it runs about 1,000 an acre. It matters if they want to get rid of it quick or they want to, act like it's something important. Now, if it was close to a bigger city, it might be worth more. If it's completely flat lands and woods, it might be worth a little more. But we are talking about mountains. They will once he's gone. Yes, it is 4 acres. Agree, Queen. Agree. I know somebody that's interested in the 50-acre Lake Alice property. I really don't know nobody interested in the other two on Crane Creek. And I don't really know nobody interested in mine. Mine was okay. I mean, it was a nice little place, great neighbors, but you got to worry about the flood. I mean, hell, our road got washed out 4 times in 3 years. It was almost 4 days before they can even get a truck back to us to start dropping rocks to put the road back together. Arnold, he never seen his junior or his senior year at high school. It's all been on the computer. Because the school bus cannot go back down in our road and turn around. So they literally told him that he would have to walk to the end of the road or do it through the computer. You know what he said? I'm turning my computer on. 12 viewers, 1 hour. Yeah, if it was in the big city, that property would be big, big bucks. If it was on flat land, it probably would be worth more. The only other thing Vaughn Hilton could do, which would definitely make his mom roll over in her own grave, starts going and having a log company go in there and start logging it. Because they will strip that mountain clean. And that's something Miss Alice said she would never ever do. I got another family member who says the exact same thing. And they own about 400 acres. Well, yeah, but you got to think it's also in the boonies. Oneida's trying to come back. I heard Oneida used to be a pretty big, happening little city. And then they made Manchester, and then everything started going to Manchester. Well, I'm not trying to, but that's the only thing he could do to make money. And like I said, his mommy would roll over in her grave. Hell, his mommy might even come out of her fucking grave if he did that. That was the reason she bought the land. The beautiful country. Yeah, and that's from somebody that really wants to sell it quick there, Gregory. I've seen it go higher. Wow. Yeah, it's like I told somebody, I might even said it on the YouTube. I don't remember. If I think something, I'd like to have a 20 square mile, all completely fenced in. I want a creek going through it somewhere. I don't care where at. I want some flat lands where I can grow. And it will be hunting land when I'm done, Gregory. A place for me to hunt, and I don't have to worry about nobody else trespassing. It's my own land. I might even raise deer and let y'all come and hunt them once we start getting some real bucks. What state are you in, Gregory? Yeah, probably. And there's plenty of both of them down here. My parents have a 16-acre with a large pond on it, lots of wildlife, peaceful. Yeah, exactly, Cindy Sue. And that's kind of like I like it. Yeah, there's your reason why you're so high. Illinois. You see, we're down in the poor country. I think Von Hilton should sell all these properties down here, move back to Hamilton, and buy himself a couple houses up there. David Anthony. Hey, Larry, just a thought. What would you do if you had to live alone with no family or friends to help you? Well, everybody's got friends and everybody's got family in my book. Your family might not be your bloodline, but I have people, I don't know. So I'm literally, you're asking me what would I do if I was Von Hilton? Me personally, Von Hilton, I think I'd get on my knees and pray to the right God because your God is definitely the wrong one. Yeah, I would make an internet game family. Thank you, Gregory. I mean, when you said that, I had to think about it for a minute, and that's the only person I can think it is that way. Because I have plenty of friends, I got plenty of family. Well, personally, in the shape I'm in right now, David, I wouldn't be able to take care of myself. I would have to put myself in a nursing home. And everything I own, I would give to my children. And I would live in a nursing home until the day I die. But guess what? I still be doing my YouTube channel. I'm dedicated, just like Vaughn Hilton. My Social Security check covers it, David. My Social Security check will cover it. Oh, I'm definitely sure about that. No thinking 20% or anything. 100% it covers it. I know. Well, they ain't getting much, are they, 4 acres? Because Larry don't own much. By the time I go into a nursing home, my kids will own everything I own. No, they don't, David. Yes, they take your Social Security checks. Well, hell, if I'm living in the nursing home, I don't need it. I don't have to pay rent. I don't have to pay lights. I don't have to pay for shit. It's all taken care of. Yeah, they give me my meds and everything. Exactly. 3 meals a day. They come and check on you every single day. My grandmother lived in one the last 6 months of her life. Social Security covers it. Be right back. Are you bringing me something to eat, dear? Still some of them in there. Hospice is only for when you are on your way out the door, 4 acres. My grandmother died in hospice. Anna Ellis died in hospice. My grandfather died in hospice. Hospice is just like another part of the hospital that just makes sure you're comfortable for the last 48 hours that you're alive. They don't keep you for months on end. Yes, 4 acres, exactly. What's going to happen to Vaughn's property if he goes, gets it all in his name, and then has to be put in a nursing home? Oh, hell, I still got you guys blocked. Yeah, he's going to say the trolls put him there. Exactly. Morning Solar Marshall. Who ate him, you or Arnold?
Both.
Okay. Okay, Marshall. Yes, David.
You want me to do your breakfast now or wait?
Larry, are you going to a home? And if so, why? No, I'm not going to no nursing home. Some of them are Solar Marshall and some ain't. Oh, I know, David. I know what nurses make. I've dated a few. Oh, I know, Solar Marshall. Miss Alice owned 3 of them, 3 nursing homes. Well, she had to tell her to go over to a personal place. I find out they make a little bit better. Well, it don't matter because I'm not going to no home yet. I still got a few good years. Oh, yeah. Yep, you got that right, David. But like I said, I've dated a few nurses. They've made some real checks. And she has worked for the hospital. She has worked in the emergency department. She's also worked as a health aid nurse where she went to their houses. Yeah, there he goes. Get him some Kool-Aid stands. A lot of people must got drunk last night because I only got 16 viewers. Yeah, I don't think so neither, Gregory. He wouldn't know how to give you your change back. Yeah, he sure could, couldn't he? Yeah. Yeah, there you go, Greggy. I ain't seen that in a while. Rub a potato on his leg, it'll fix it. Not that I know, David. Yeah, sure. I'm going to take over his show is what I'm going to do. He's scraping the barrel, David. He's working on that 35,000 still, which should be pretty well gone. But he did just hit the lottery here. He won $110 or $120. Thank you, baby. I didn't know what I was getting. That's what I. Okay, I see what it is now. I was wondering what it was.
I had to do that same thing with mine.
Yours look like that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm having a morning breakfast bowl, people. Looks like biscuits and gravy. The wife bought a few of them. That makes it quick and easy for her. She don't have to slave over me
Like I did yesterday.
like she did yesterday. They gives her days to take some breaks. Yep. Hey, handyman, how's it going? Exactly. He ain't earned a dime in 40 years.
I know you don't want to hear this, and I'm sorry, but my chest is hurting.
Do you want me to call an ambulance?
No. I think it might be gas.
It could be. Is your nose clogged?
No.
You all know what I did for, because I'm not gonna let you guys watch me eat, so I covered the camera, but I am still here. It is biscuit, right? You let me know if that chest starts hurting any worse. Not hardly 4 acres. Ha ha ha. I know she does, Miss Kitty. We won't tell nobody, handyman.
Um, I don't see why Junior doesn't take all his change with him when he goes.
Maybe he don't need it.
Maybe.
Was it you?
Mm-mm.
Maybe it was my belly.
Good for me.
Yeah, they're sticking their money in their pockets, David, instead of putting it into the business. Yeah, I mean, he's got $10 to buy lottery tickets, but he don't have money to buy food. That makes a lot of sense, Von Hilton. Now, Richard, that is a good possibility. I'm not saying you can't get it from the schools. Andrea is hiding from Miss Kitty. No, I don't think so. But she literally did said she will not go in one of her shows again. Yeah, that would be real good, David. You said you tried one of these too, dear?
Yeah,
What'd you think of it?
I like it.
Was yours peppery?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's peppery.
yeah. You broke my snowman.
Sounds like a lot of stuff got broke.
Oh, I didn't Heather bought this for me. Someone broke something. No, it won't stick to the fridge.
Yeah, that's very true, Gregory. You got to check the nursing home out. You know, you don't have to unpack all them coffee cups. Just pull out enough that we need. And the rest, you can have a yard sale. We'll borrow a couple of tables, set them up, put the shit outside, cover it all up, and then when you want to have a sale, put a sign up. I mean, I've been using the same coffee cup for what, 8 years? Yeah, we got about 15 or 20 coffee cups and we only use 2. Live stream the yard sale. Yeah. Exactly, handyman. Speaking of that, I gotta crawl my ass up in there today. It's been 2 days, so I think I'm needing one. Yeah, after a certain age, they do, Gregory. Yeah. Yeah, he still uses the same excuse. Exactly, handyman. Must be nice making double time and still being able to get on and see the Good Morning Show with Big Larry. He never did nothing for the kids. He never cleaned them. He never bathed them. He never taught them how to cook. He didn't teach them nothing. The only thing they know is what they learned on their own. We do know that she knows how to spell hungry. And if she can't find a pencil or an ink pen, they can find their shit. Yeah, exactly. It's going to put you at 106 hours for a week. That's pretty good. Good for the paycheck, not the body. Oh, 2 weeks still, that's really good. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you could be pulling 24/7s. I don't know. Von Hilton's pulled 3 jobs at once. If Von Hilton can do it, anybody can do it. Oh, yeah, that's even better yet, huh, handyman? You're definitely going to be rowing in the new bucks nowadays. Yeah, buying a new truck. There you go. I've already seen that one, Heather. Let me get out of here. Yeah, I think you knew that. Solar Marshall, that's even good. 75 hours in 1 week, that's pretty good. Yeah, there is, hippie. Yeah, that it is. Well, people, I think it's time for me to roll one up. Yeah, exactly. I'll dig to have you come into one of my streams sometime, like the things you talk about. Yeah, that's what you got to do, handyman. Just look around for the best deal. Don't buy the first one you see. Morning, Andy. 52 degrees sitting in Manchester, Kentucky. Larry, are you and Woody cool? Thought you were doing to talk to him. I do want to talk to him. Is Wood hippie Woody? No, Woody, I wouldn't yet. If you are Woody, Wood hippie, I just kind of tell you, don't believe everything you hear from him. You want the truth? Come over and see Big Larry. Big Larry knows it. Larry's been around for 15 years. I can't tell you everything, but I can tell you what I've seen. I don't hide shit. And the same as I do, handyman, I treat everybody with respect in my streams. And I say, if you guys can't show respect, please leave. We did do one with Andrea the other day. It did get a little out of hand, But to me, that is a reality check. I want to know how somebody can get raped on the Greyhound bus. Because I've rode the Greyhound bus from Detroit, Michigan to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. 3 straight days. I am a parent of 4 boys. Tell me how a parent leaves their kid at a hospital for 6 weeks straight. Oh, I know, Marshall. It all came out the other day. So, Wood, I hope you didn't leave because I don't see you saying anything out here. I won't yell and scream or anything. It's me. I welcome everybody to my station. Vaughn can say what he has to say. I can say what I have to say. And, I did see you in some of his shows a couple of times. And, me personally, if you're going to talk bad about somebody, at least talk to them personally. John Way, John Dud, whatever, Mr. Bubble Bath, whatever everyone calls him, I don't care. I thought him as a good guy until he started running his mouth on me. I mean, at least he was cooking for his wife. I've seen him in there cleaning the house before. So that's a good little bitch. And I say bitch because he's the one doing all the work. She's at work making real money to feed them, to pay the bills. Ooh. Yeah, Andy, we really don't know what it determined out. No one's letting no one know. Yeah, I just don't like him getting on there saying that I killed his mother. I did not kill his mother. Did I let her take the jab shot or whatever that shot is that the doctors wanted her to take? Yeah. Doctor said she needed it. It's been her doctor for 35 fucking years. I think he knows what he's talking about. $55 million or whatever I stowed. She never had that kind of money. Oh, is it 58 billion? I thought we hit the trillions by now. You know, he's still saying I'm starving, but he's spending $10 on lottery tickets. Boy, I wish I had $10 to buy some lottery tickets. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take over morning coffee, people, because it looks like Von Hilton left us open. It looks like it's gonna rain. See, you guys are talking about history, so I know nothing about that. I'm just the sixth grader when it comes to that stuff. Yeah, do that. Start a stream there, Woody. Would you rather be called Woody or Wood? Okay. You know, Von Hilton's probably going to throw you out of his channel if he finds out you were here. He'll start calling you a troll. Later, handyman. Appreciate you coming in. Don't work too hard. Yeah, J Dubs will order Vaughn to do it. Exactly. Yeah, I'm just really little live show, Woody. I wouldn't have it. I wouldn't even be online if it wasn't for Vaughn Hilton getting on here running his mouth about me, and somebody told me, so I started getting on, and I've been doing open chat rooms for what, 6 months now. Hope I didn't freeze up. Am I still broadcasting, people? Clock's still showing 13 people. Okay, want to make sure, Richard. Because the other day it went dead on me. Hi, he might have went to go do some more history on it, Solar. Maybe he left my show and he's over there trying to figure out how to start his own show. Hello, Robbie. Don't look like our temperature's going up any. put my hand out the window. It's not bad out there. I don't feel no cold breeze or anything, so that's a good thing. I think it's time for Big Larry to get off here. There's only 16 viewers, been on here 2 hours, 15 minutes. I'm going to get off here and get some things going around here. Maybe make my morning deposit and do what I got to do. See if the wife wants to go get some more food. Y'all have a good day. Peace out.